Oh, hey. Hey, guys.
What the fuck kind of intro was
Hey,
that?
guys. Hey, everybody.
This is why you're not in charge, Eddie.
I know.
You're
I did
like
do this,
coming to
though. I
you,
brought this up. Look at that.
coming to you live from. It appears. What battle
My
is
son's
what battle is
bedroom.
happening? No, what battle is happening behind
Exegol.
you?
The Battle of Exegol.
Um, naturally.
Yeah. End of Rise of
Um,
Skywalker.
oh God, he's. I can't believe Colton still has all that up. Are the Sesame Street characters still involved in this battle?
Yeah, there's a Super Gonza or Super Grover flying. There's Super Grover.
We gotta update this room, dude. We
I
have to
know.
update
I
this
know.
room
He's 15 now. I gotta do something.
for
I need to
sure.
move. I need to move.
We all do, man. I
It
think
gets to the point
everybody's
where you
just
just want
feeling
to.
very restless.
Yes.
Where
Yes.
we're like,
You
what's
just
the
want to
next chapter of life?
like shed the husk and move on. Like you just want to like you don't want to deal with the current state of things. You just want to put that away and move into something new.
That's like what my hermit crabs used to do. But the problem was if
Yes.
there's not a bigger shell, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Then
We would
you just die. You
you would
shrivel up
die,
and you die.
which might be better than the current state of affairs.
Did you ever have hermit crabs as a kid, Eddie?
Yeah. We'd always get them every time we went to the beach for vacation. We'd
Those aren't
unbelievable.
hermit crabs. Those are crabs.
What are they?
Those are those are crabs, Eddie. You were like
Right.
literally removing something from its habitat. I'm
But
talking
it's got
about
the shell on
crabs.
it.
Talking about crabs that you buy at the pet store. That
Yeah.
you have to also buy them a bigger home so they can keep
Well,
growing.
no,
The
we
pro
know they would always sell those on the boardwalk. They'd have an aquarium full of hermit crabs, and we'd buy one and take it home. I didn't leave. I didn't literally take it from the beach.
You are so Virginia.
Oh, it was
You are
big time
so
Virginia.
you are so Virginia.
Big
This is
time
like if
Virginia.
I bought a baby alligator from a gas station, which is actually possible. If you don't think it's true, I'm going to send you pictures over the holiday. Trust me. Maybe I'll bring one back as the show mascot. We'll just leave it at the studio. Hey, Alex, take care of this.
Don't worry about feeding it. It'll fend for itself.
Where's Mark's dog? What have you been doing, Eddie?
um, what have I been doing? Dealing with still dealing. I'm on the meds now, so I'm trying to find the right dosage of that to find.
Fun.
So that's always a good time.
How is it
But
going? I feel like you've been more hopeful.
it's had an effect. I'm a little. It feels. I mean, there's still feels like there's a bowling ball on my chest, but
Hmm.
it's more of a 20-pound ball than an 80-pound ball.
Well, they don't make 80-pound balls, so that's
Well,
that's
yeah,
why.
yeah. So
But yeah, they only
it's
actually I
getting.
think
I think
make
it's
up to
getting
like
better.
17, 8, 16-pound
17.
balls. I think is
Why would you make
16-pound balls is the heaviest I think you can go.
That's stupid. But I'm trending up. I think. I feel like I'm trending up. I hope.
That's good, dude.
So
You've seemed
yeah,
hopeful. You've seemed excited and like with it, So
yeah. Well, the alternative is
I'm
not
glad one
possible.
of us
So
is. Plus, Colton got to like suit up for a varsity game. That's dope.
yeah, he's suiting up for varsity right now. So
Even
that's
if he
all.
doesn't get in, like that's still an experience. You know what I mean? Like that's still a very big compliment.
No, he's probably not. He's not going to play. Like he asked the coach last week was his first varsity playoff game. And, he went up to the coach and he said, "Coach, if I go in, what position am I playing?" And the coach looked at him and said, "I don't see that happening. Don't overthink it." So,
Oh,
but like
at least
he
he was
knows,
honest.
like yeah, he was honest. And like the four JV kids they called up, they basically brought them up to play on the practice squad to help them during the week for practice, so they had more people to fill out their scout teams to practice.
Hmm.
And as a thank you, it's cool of like, hey guys, I appreciate you guys getting beat up all week. I'll let you dress for the varsity game so you can have that experience. So that's the cool thing. So he gets to dress
Yeah,
out, walk out with the varsity team. It's fun.
yeah. Is it like helping his like cloud at school? What's happening?
Yeah, dude, he's like this year, this fall compared to last spring is like night and day. Like he's
Really?
totally like last year he was
Is
obsessed with that
Colton
one kid.
becoming a stud?
He's like we when we go to back to school night or if I'm there picking up a practice, he's like giving kids like high fives. We're like, hey, what's up, Colton? Like he's like
The
knows me.
cool
Like
high
he's got
fives where you're like,
Yeah, they're
Like,
like just walking around. They don't even talk to each other. They don't even make eye contact. They just walk by each other and slap hands. Like it's not even. So I'm glad he's as a sophomore. That's great because that only means it's only going to get better and better. So
mm-hmm.
I didn't really come out of my shell in high school until I was like a senior. Like I was kind of
Yeah.
like nobody, and then my senior year I sort of like started making a lot of friends and felt like, oh,
You're
this
like,
is fun.
oh,
I'm
I guess I
enjoying
should
this
do
experience.
this. I guess I
Yeah,
should do this now
yeah. I
before
guess I
I
should try to
leave.
enjoy this while it's happening. So, but I'm glad as a sophomore he's getting that, and so it's only going to
That's
get better.
that's awesome. Good for you,
Yeah.
Colton. Not that you listen to this show. You should. We
No,
talk a
he
lot. We
actually
talk a lot
does.
about
He
you. Oh.
does. He does listen to the show.
He's like,
He
how much did
does
you
listen
guys
to the
talk
show.
about me?
He does listen to the show. While he plays Minecraft, he plays this podcast.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for the views, Colton.
Yeah, we appreciate the downloads.
By
Leave
the way,
that five
guys,
star rating.
please like and subscribe while we have you guys here. Please keep sharing the podcast. You guys are doing such a wonderful job. I know I usually save that to the end, but I was told I need to bump it up to the front of the podcast.
Yeah,
So that's what we're
five
going
star
to do now.
rating, positive text review always helps the show on Apple
And
Podcasts
sorry
anyway.
we're not in the studio. Sorry if the audio is a little bit off compared to what it normally is. That's Eddie's butthole's fault.
Yes, we were supposed to record Monday in the studio. My stomach had different plans,
Yeah.
and my mouth and butthole had was the accomplice to my stomach. I had like some nasty stomach bug. I don't know if it's food poisoning or like a stomach flu. Uh, Sunday night into Monday, and I just could not.
That is always the most traumatic experience ever, where you're like, I just want this to end.
Yeah.
I got something like that one time at Thanksgiving with He Who Shall Not Be Named's family.
Yeah.
And He Who Shall Not Be Named's mom
Yeah.
made some questionable bacon wrapped
Oh, I remember
shrimp.
this. I remember this
Yes.
incident. Yes.
Questionable bacon wrapped shrimp, which is crazy because I did not partake in the bacon wrapped shrimp, but I think there was cross contamination.
Sure.
Everyone at this Thanksgiving got violently ill. Like violently ill. But because I have no immune system, I
Right.
was a different level. I was
Yeah.
get me on we were in Catalina. I was
You
like,
were
get me
seeing
on a ship.
ancestors. Like you were.
Yeah. Yeah, they were waiting for me. They were like, you can cross over now. It's
Come
fine.
on. Walk to the
Everyone will
light.
be fine. So
Let's
I
go.
got back. I had to, what was crazy is we were on Catalina Island. So I had to take a ferry, which is the best
Oh.
feeling for a stomach that's uneasy. I had to take a
Oh.
ferry back to the mainland and then an hour and a half car ride. And I was like, I need to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital and I was so depleted and so sick when I got to the hospital. I collapsed on the floor. I was like, just leave me here. Like
Drama
damsel in
queen.
distress. Yeah, damsel in distress in the middle. And I laid down on the floor in the hospital. And these nurses were like, girl, what the fuck are you doing? Get up. That is the dirtiest place you could possibly do this. We have beds. Let's go. So they put me on all kinds of antibiotics and things like that. But what's crazy is everybody was sick by that point. Like
Yeah.
everyone had got it. And He Who Shall Not Be Named's mom was like, oh no, I think Uncle Mark showed up and got everybody sick. Because Uncle Mark didn't look the greatest. He was grayer than the shrimp that she was serving.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh, ooh.
But it turns out Uncle Mark had cancer. So it was definitely not Uncle
Oh,
Mark
that's not
getting
the
everyone
shrimp.
sick. No.
It's definitely not the shrimp.
But she was like, oh no, Uncle Mark got everyone sick. And we were like, that's leukemia. That's not
Cancer's
contagious. No. So, anyways, that's how my ex-mother-in-law tried to kill me once.
Oh, dude, my
The
worst
first of
food
many times.
my worst food poisoning story was this was like 1999 or 2000. Tracy and I were living together in a different apartment here in Hollywood, and I had a friend of mine who I went to film school with lived down in Orange County, and he's like, hey, I know Tracy loves wine. Let's go down there. We'll go to Temecula and do a wine tasting thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I drive down there. We meet up with him and his wife, and we spend the day going to different wineries. And she just gets plowed, just wine tasting drunk, just fucking
Oh no.
8 hours of wine tasting, right? So just and then we go to dinner, and I get some sort of shrimp again. I get some sort of shrimp dish, and I eat it. And I'm okay, and I'm driving back up the 5, and like I get like kind of around
It's always
Commerce.
shellfish,
It's
dude.
always
It's
shellfish. It's
always
always shellfish.
shellfish, and it's very rarely anything else. The only other time I've
Yeah,
ever gotten food poisoning, it was actually from cucumbers, but like it was a big recall, so
right.
that
Right.
explains that.
Can't help that.
But
But I was like,
shellfish are just, yeah. This is why people are
it's
kosher.
so I'm like 30 minutes from home, and I start feeling like real queasy, and I'm like breathing heavy. You start doing that when you feel like you're gonna throw up. You start doing that panting thing, like you start
Where
breathing
you're
heavy,
like
and then you start, yeah, you feel
getting
it, and
the
you start
extra
like,
saliva.
and you get like a little lightheaded because you're almost hyperventilating because you're breathing so shallow, right? And then
Hmm.
so I get up here on Sunset Boulevard. I'm like 2 minutes from the apartment, and my hands start to cramp because I'm hyperventilating. My hands cramp up like this, and I can't open them. So I'm driving my car. Tracy's passed out
You're
next to
driving
me.
your car like a Lego person.
I am literally like just trying to drive the car with my palms. Tracy's passed out next to me in the passenger seat. I pull over by the
You're like,
Wendy's.
everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome. Really cool when you're gonna die right now. And I pulled over right at the Wendy's because it was coming, and I opened the door up, and I just vomited all over Sunset Boulevard, right? And as I'm driving by, someone's like, "Quit drinking and driving, asshole!" Like they thought I was I was throwing up because I was drunk and driving. And then I finally I managed to get into the apartment building, and I just fucking lay in the bathroom for like 2 days.
Mm.
And Tracy's
Everything
like,
is
"What's
awesome.
wrong? What's happened? What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I almost killed
That's
both of us."
that's funny. I'm
Oh, it's a
sorry.
nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare.
It's only hilarious how you told it. I just
Oh,
imagining you with Lego hands was all I
oh,
had to
just
do to
like,
make that.
I just can't drive, and I want to throw up. Oh, it's the worst. The fucking
Oh,
worst.
well, anyways, I hope that was appetizing to everyone that we just
Yeah,
opened the
hope you're
podcast
eating.
like that. Sorry, Colton.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh,
So what
what
have you been
else is
doing?
going on?
You're traveling a lot, right?
Traveling, dude. Traveling. I just got back from San Francisco. Well, I sold out New York Comedy Festival show. That was pretty
Nice.
dope. And then I just got back from Cobb's, San Francisco early this morning,
How
and
was
I'm
that?
off to. It was fun. I'm off
Yeah.
to Canada today, as this podcast will be dropping tomorrow. So I'll be on my way to Victoria and then in Vancouver tomorrow. There's still some tickets for the early show tomorrow if anybody wants to come out at like 4 p.m. for comedy because that's prime comedy
Oh,
hours.
that's hot. Hot time.
Uh, I'm like, we shouldn't do comedy when there's still the sun out. We
No.
shouldn't. But I like Canada. I'm excited to get back up to Canada. I feel like Canada's been primed and ready to laugh the past couple times we've been up there, and
Well, yeah, they
I
live
just think they
above
have.
a crack den now
Yeah,
called the
they're
United
just there's
States.
way
So,
less for them to worry about. Do you know what I mean? Where they're just like, you guys are really fucking
yeah.
shit up down there.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm excited to go back to Canada, and then next week it's going to be Chicago, St. Louis, Indianapolis. I think I got the order of that mixed up. Chicago, Indianapolis, St. Louis, and then the following week, obviously the holidays, and then
Yeah.
my tour de force of Florida. So I'll be in Miami. Well, I'll be in Dania Beach. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
I'll be there, and then Orlando, Tampa, back to Miami. So I end up in like Miami proper in like a theater. So
Oh
it's
man,
gonna be
you got all over
fun.
the
But it's
place.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This kind of feels like that scene in Bridesmaids where Melissa McCarthy's character is like, this was a lot of puppies. This was way too many puppies. I didn't think this through. I just didn't think about how the scheduling was going to beat up my body. So
Yeah.
I'm going to
It's a
be
lot of
primed and
travel
ready.
for a normal person.
Yes, but for someone who has chronic illness
Yeah, it's
and
tough.
just an abnormal amount of stress in their life, this probably wasn't the best idea.
No. Nope,
And then
no.
my
You're gonna
birthday's and all of
crash
that
in
too.
February. What's that?
Oh yeah, and then my birthday's in the middle of all that too. So
Ooh, fun.
yeah,
That'll
just
be
a
an
reminder
existential
that
crisis right in the middle of that.
yeah, exactly. What am I doing with my life? Yeah, it's exactly
Well, you get to
what
50.
I'm, dude. I, I'm shocked I made it. Do you ever look and go, I don't know how I made it this far?
I
I
I
feel
you
that
don't
way. I thought I was going to be a member of the 27 club. I'm not going to lie. I really thought I was like, well, at least I'm in good company, you know? Because that was right
right.
around the time the Favre stuff came out. Like I was in
Yeah.
rough shape when I
I
was
could see where
27.
you would be going through something. I never had that. I never had that like I'm never gonna make it to 50. I got to 50. I'm like, oh my god, what'd I do with all that time? It just like I felt like I had all this time,
Oh.
and now it's just gone. Because I
You're
felt
at
like while I was,
halftime. You still got time to you still got time. You still got half the game to play.
mm, mm, maybe
You
get
still
some
got half the
garbage
game to
points at
play.
the end, but I don't think it's gonna be meaningful. I'll get a garbage touchdown at the end, but the meaningful points
Yeah,
are already scored.
that's fair. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it and not looking forward to it simultaneously, you know, because it's
Yeah.
just a reminder that all the time has passed. And again, what do you have to show for it, you know? Um, but yeah, we'll get to that existential crisis on another episode. We just don't have that kind of time today. You sent me some really funny things because I was like, Eddie, send me some dumb things to make me laugh. And you delivered this week. So I want to
Well,
thank you for that.
we got to thank Tracy. She's the one who's been. I was like, hey Tracy, if you, because she's always scouring articles and stuff, because that's what she
Yeah.
does. Like I'm trying to avoid the
The
internet
internet.
as much as
Yeah.
possible. So she's always on there scrolling. So I was like, hey, if you see any funny stuff, send it to me for the show. And so she did. She
Great.
sent a couple funny
Great
things.
job,
She sent this.
Tracy. You are the best. You are the best co-producer of this
Oh,
show we
great
could not
producer.
afford.
Great free producer. The best free producer we could ask for. She
Hmm.
said one show, one thing. I guess there's some LA residents are four LA residents have been charged with insurance fraud for allegedly dressing up as bears to damage cars. So I
Wait,
guess
what?
they're trying to claim with the insurance company that their cars have been damaged by bear attacks, by animals attacking their car, and then trying to claim they go to the insurance company like my as animal attacked my car, I need money to fix it. So they're claiming insurance, and then I guess the
That's
insurance company's
not
got a hold of the.
that's not how that works at all.
No, it's not. So they got a hold of the security cameras, and they realized, oh, this is a dude in a bear suit beating
Jesus
the fuck out of a
Christ.
BMW.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm like,
So
wow,
wait.
those are some
So
buddies right there.
is it the guy or is it his buddies?
It's his buddies. It's four of them. It's like a group of them.
So it's a family of bears. It's a
It's a
family
family.
of bears. What does one get on the hood of the car and just jump up and down?
They're like, this car's too big. This
Why is this
car's too
bear wearing
small.
Jordans?
But that's it. Yeah, that's a
Oh.
good. Those are good buddies to dress up in bear suits and beat the shit out of a car for insurance money.
Have you ever done
I don't
anything like that to help a friend?
anything
Where you're
illegal.
like,
I don't
I
think I've done
got
anything
you. Not like
illegal.
illegal, but like what's the furthest you've gone to help a friend?
Uh, Other than an airport drive, a trip to the airport.
That's not true, Eddie. You've done some amazing things for me as a friend. I can't think of
Yes.
them all, but I mean, which reminds me, you have to come and put my deer head
Yeah,
on the
I got.
top of my tree when we
Oh
come
yeah, I
back
got to
from.
reassemble that thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You completely
No,
you have a system that I can't replicate.
I go I do I mean I've always been that way with my friends. I do anything for my friends.
You are.
So
You are a real
I
one.
did a lot of stuff for He Who Shouldn't Be Named. um,
That's
so
fair.
I've done a lot of stuff, and then I don't do it
They're like, "What's the
when I do
furthest
things.
you'd go?" You're like moving his dead dad's dead out of his apartment,
I did a lot of
bed
stuff.
out of his apartment.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I never do anything with
You,
like it. It's not
you,
transactional to me.
I know it's not transactional, guys. If you want to know how good of a friend Eddie Pence is, he dismantled He Who Shall Not Be Named's toilet seat,
Yeah, his bidet.
his bidet toilet seat,
Yeah.
used bidet toilet seat,
Mm,
and mailed it to him.
mm.
I
So
hope you shit it. I hope you shit on it before you mailed
yeah,
it.
I shit in the box. No, he was like, but I don't do anything. I don't do anything to be transactional. It's like I do. If you're my friend, I'll do anything for you. So
Yeah. Well,
that's just the way I am.
you are
I
a
don't know
real
if I'd beat
one.
up a BMW in a bear suit though.
It's that nice of a car.
Yeah.
Are we just that hard up for money now? Like, is
I
that
think
what the
so.
deal was? Is they were trying to get money for it? But the car's
Insurance
still fucked. You know what I mean?
insurance fraud. Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't. Truly don't. What's the other thing Tracy found for us?
um, I guess that Mattel's Wicked, that movie coming out this Christmas, Wicked.
Uh-huh.
Mattel released a toy line to go along with the film, and I guess
Always.
on the box, the website doesn't lead to the movie site; it leads to an 18 plus porn site. So
Wow.
yeah. So
The
I don't know how many kids. I don't know how many kids actually buy a toy and look at the
and
website on the
click
box
on the
and go there.
QR code. Yeah.
So I don't know if many go there, but
Someone did. They were probably like, go to the website and there'll be a fun game for you to play. Like they are doing like more of those interactive
it's
things where
like,
it's like a
oh
QR
my,
code.
this
It's a
screen witch has
QR
a
code.
penis.
Someone definitely, yeah. Lions and tires and dicks. Oh my, you know.
What are these blind monkeys doing to the witch? That's not water.
Jeez, Eddie, gross.
What?
I just got there. To
Oh.
be fair, I'm so jet lagged. I don't even know what day it is.
Oh.
Oh
I'm
my
just trying to think of
god.
all the Wizard of Oz references I can make that would be sexual.
Yeah. Um. If I only had a ween.
The Scarecrow wanted anal beads?
No offense, this feels right up there with that really dumb game we played one time where we were trying to guess what the. Do you remember when we had our wrestling podcast and an X-Pac
Oh,
ended up
finishing
like
moves?
it ended up impaling his butthole on like a
Yeah.
turnbuckle or something like
Yeah, he
that?
burst his anus on a turnbuckle.
Yeah, and we were like, "What's the name of that finisher?" And I was like, I think you called it the. I said, "What was it? The guess what's in my butt?"
Yeah.
And then the other one was the moon landing.
Yeah, the moon landing.
I forget what some of the other ones were, but I was like,
Dude, we had a
"Oh,
list of those things.
we're so good at this." I mean, it's not like a practical life skill, but we could come up with some
No,
really dumb shit.
it'll kill time for sure.
Oh, but yeah. I feel like there's always one toy mishap during the holidays where like someone somewhere along the chain like does something stupid and like
Yeah,
there's always something phallic, you know what I mean, that
yeah.
happens during Christmas
It
where you're
makes its
like,
way.
this went through so many approvals. How did this happen? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm
Like
trying to
Big
think
Bird's
of
beak is between his legs.
do you
Something like that.
remember when Tickle Me Elmo? It was Tickle Me Elmo had something happen. No. It was Sleepy Time Ernie. I know because I own this toy and I
Oh,
will try to find him when I go home. I bet my parents did not throw him away because he's hilarious and expensive. But it was supposed to look like whenever Ernie laid down, he would go to
yeah.
bed and he would
Right.
snore. And so his stomach would rise. Only his
Oh my
stomach
God.
was his stomach was placed a little too low in this particular model. So it looked like it was like Morningwood Ernie, where like he would lay down and he'd be like, ah! And it would just go up. Morningwood Ernie was a huge hit at my house. And then Tickle Me Elmo would, of course, just say like a bunch of just raunchy ass shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Furbies, of course. We've talked about those before, I think. Furbies were so bad, you had to like lock them in the closet just so that
Yeah.
they
You had to
they
throw them in
wouldn't pick
water
up.
just to shut them up.
It's a different move. That's a different movie, Eddie.
Oh, they multiply when you do that. Sorry.
But make sure, I know you're going home soon too. Make sure you pull aside some fun stuff for us to look at when you go home and we do our from home
Our from home
version
episode.
of the show. Yes, please.
Yeah. For sure.
I know we said we'd do a short episode, but I think it's time, Eddie.
All right, it's time. Here we go. Florida Man
Da, da, da,
Friday.
da, 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 da. I don't
Just
know what the music
pretend you
sounds
hear
like.
the awesome music.
Yeah.
I'm
Do
going
the
to play
drop.
Florida Man Friday. I read Jen Sturger 3 Florida Man headlines, 2 real, 1 fake, and she just tell me what is the fake Florida Man headline. Here we go.
I will not be playing against anyone but the viewers at home because Alex
Right.
is not here and
Alex is not here.
and neither is Mark. So
But this
yes.
still counts. So suck it,
It
Alex
does.
and Mark. Florida Man.
I feel like this
climbs...
is a practice game. This is preseason. It's not going to count with my record.
The scrimmage Florida
The
Man.
scrimmage. Yeah.
It's a friendly. Here we go. Florida man protects car from hurricane by parking it in kitchen. Florida man stuck in hollow tree stump claims he doesn't know how he got there or why he was dressed as a banana. Florida man pulls out fake AR-15 at McDonald's after being denied ice cream. Two of those happened. One has not happened yet.
I think the first one is fake.
Florida man protects car from hurricane by parking it in kitchen.
What was the last one?
Florida man pulls fake AR-15 at McDonald's after being denied ice cream. And the second one was Florida man found stuck in hollow tree stump claims he doesn't know how he got there or why he was dressed as a banana.
I think it's the first one.
First one? You're wrong. It's
What?
the second one. Florida man stuck in
Really?
hollow tree stump claims he doesn't know how he got there or why he was dressed as a banana.
Oh, see, that checked all my Florida logic. I was like, he was probably trying to make like a sexual reference, and he was like, I'm gonna get in here. Isn't this funny, guys?
I'm gonna fuck this stump. This banana's fucking the stump.
Exactly. I can't believe the last one is real. I can't, because the ice cream machine is always broken.
Always broken
Now-
McDonald's.
But now they've given McDonald's the employees the opportunity and the knowledge to be able to fix the ice cream machine when it
Right.
breaks. So now
Before
this will
the
stop
guy had to
happening.
come out and do it. The guy had to come to McDonald's to fix it. But now
Yeah,
they can
someone
do it
had to
in-house.
come from the. I mean, listen, it's 2024. We should probably figure out ice cream machines at this point.
Yeah.
You know, can't figure out anything else, but you know,
No,
there is a
We
God
can at least have ice cream on the way on the slow descent to
on the
hell.
way out. Eddie, what do you got going on?
I got nothing this
Where can
week.
people find you?
You can find me at eddiepence.com or at eddiepence on all the socials.
I'm at jensturger.com, guys. Please go and check out. I'm getting ready to upload beacons. Eddie, you should totally do this too, so you can capture some email lists, so that way you can start getting back out on the road and tour in bigger cities. But I'm going to be updating my Linktree/beacons, and I would love for you guys to submit where you guys would like to see Eddie and I tour. I feel like Eddie and I should go on tour soon.
I would like that. That'd be fun.
We're a fun crew when we get out on the road together. We definitely had fun. We went to Canada last year together. So please go to Beacons and let me know where you guys would like to see us come to. I know I met some of you at Houston and some of you in Canada. So like, we just are so grateful that this podcast is finding so many people. Keep sharing us with your friends. And yeah, I guess that's it for us this week. All right. We'll see you guys soon.
Next week. Okay.
Till next week.
Bye. Bye.